Hey you guys, welcome back to our Think Greek series. We hope you're enjoying it and learning some Greek. Today, we are going to learn to think about whatever is lovely. Let's read our memory verse. Philippians 4:8 reads, "Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue, and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things." So, what does it mean to think on whatever is lovely? Let's take a look at our Greek word. You ready? Our Greek word today is prosphiles. In Philippians 4:8, the word lovely is prosphiles. Can you say it with me? Prosphiles. Perfect. It means pleasing, acceptable, agreeable. So, when we are instructed to think on whatever is lovely, it means we're to have a movie in our mind about what is pleasing and agreeable according to the Lord. Well, in Hebrews 11:6, it says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him," meaning God. "For he who comes to God must believe that God is, and that God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him." And Hosea 6:6, way in the Old Testament, in the Minor Prophets, tells us this: "God desires mercy over sacrifice, and the knowledge of him more than burnt offerings." Put it simple, is God wants you to show love more than he wants you to give sacrifices. He wants you to know him. And Mark 12:33 says that we are to love God with all our heart, understanding, and strength, and to love our neighbors as ourselves, because this is worth more than all the burnt offerings and sacrifices. So, what does it mean to think about whatever is lovely? What's pleasing, agreeable, acceptable to the Lord? The answer is faith and love. God is pleased by our faith, and he wants us to love him, to know him. God created us to worship him, to not serve out of forced actions because we have to, but to serve and to love him because we want to. He wants us to believe by faith that he is who he says he is, and to learn more and more about him by spending time with him. God is pleased when we know him. Let's take a look at the story of Jesus. In Mark 14:3-9, it tells us of this woman. Jesus was in a house with all of the disciples and other people of importance. And suddenly there was a woman who came into the room, and she had a flask, that's like a bottle, filled with expensive oil. What she did with it is what's so amazing. She took this bottle of oil and she broke it upon Jesus' feet. Then she used her hair to wipe his feet with the oil to anoint him. Others in the room were a little bit shocked. They were like, "Why would you waste the oil? You could have sold the oil for money." But Jesus was pleased by her act because it was a demonstration of her love. She was showing everybody that Jesus was worth more to her than the oil, that she loved who he was, that she valued him. And Jesus said that people would remember her story for ages to come. And look, now we're talking about it. So, let's remember this. We are to have a movie in our mind of whatever is lovely, pleasing to God. And God is pleased by our faith and our love for him. And he's pleased when we know him. We want to be like this woman who poured her oil, expensive oil, over Jesus' feet to express her love and how much she valued him, her act of worship. So, that's a lot to think about. Let's take some time with our table talk topics, and we'll meet you back over for prayer. See you soon.